Hi everyone, welcome back to Wine of the Night Tarot. I'm Shabana and I'm here with a lot of oracle decks and a tarot deck to do your messages from the universe read. This is a collective read, so it will pick up on different energies in the collective depending on where you are in your energetic journey, in your spiritual journey, or even if you're just beginning. Some of the messages may resonate with you, some may not. It isn't star sign based, it isn't based on anything but the energies that you are emitting into the universe and the energies that are being emitted back to you. Now, I've done a couple of these before. You can check on the channel, but I've never been guided to have so many. I actually have 13 decks here, which is kind of a record even for me. I'm going to close the read with a Celtic blessing. So we're just going to move this one over to the side so that we can make a little bit of space for opening up all the decks. Now, I will be guided to pick them up. There is no set pattern, there is no formula or format. It is just how I am guided to. For those of you who have checked out one of these videos before, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around with the channel. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, for all your comments. I really do love hearing from you. And for those of you who are new, welcome. Like I said, this is a read for the collective, so it might not resonate with every single one of you. You might be watching this video and be reminded of a friend, a loved one, a parent, a spouse, a child, somebody in your energetic sphere almost, whether it's in the 5D, in the energy realm, whether it's in the 3D, wherever it is. And whoever you are very, very welcome to this space and to this read. Okay, since I have only one tarot deck on the board, I am going to start with a tarot card, or tarot cards, which give us an idea of where the energies are at the moment. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, so I am getting two very, very distinct messages from here. I'm just going to move the cards a little bit along so I can make a little bit of space on this very, very crowded table. I was quite surprised at the number of cards that came up to be read. But what we're going to do is we are going to take one from each oracle deck. Now that we have 4 tarot cards that have come out, I'm going to place them in the center and we can take a look at what is happening. All right, this is how they need to be. Okay, so just so you can see the cards better, I'm going to move these across. However, I will, when I read them, put them in their right place. Okay, now that we've got all of that out of the way. All right, so like I said, I'm getting two very distinct messages from the tarot cards on the deck. There has been a period of instability. There has been a period of you feeling stuck, like you were caught in the same pattern over and over again. Maybe there were people, situations, anything in your life, in your 3D life, that had reached a bit of a standstill. And it was this standstill that was making you feel out of your depth. It was making you feel a little out of control. It was making you feel like you didn't really know the way forward. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and we have the Fool in the reverse. This is earth and air, Aquarian energy specifically with the Fool, and it's about a new beginning that didn't happen. It's about something that either an opportunity was missed, there was a leap of faith required which maybe didn't pan out, there was something that didn't work out in your favor. Now, a lot of times when things don't work out in our favor, when we really want something to happen but it isn't right for us, it's frustrating. Of course, we get very worked up about it. We can't understand why things haven't moved the way we would have liked them to move, but a lot of the time it is the divine's protection and redirection. You're being directed to a new different circumstance, to a new different venture, something that will bring the stability back into your life. So whatever this was, it was causing instability. This could be financial instability. Maybe this was a job that you thought was going to pan out and it didn't, but it might not have been the right one for you. This could be a move, this could be a relationship, a friendship, anything, however you resonate with it. Each individual case will be different in the collective, but whatever was causing instability, there was a time of instability that has come to an end. There was a reason that this blockage came up. In a spiritual sense, every time something gets blocked, every time something doesn't work out, it's because sometimes we need time to learn the spiritual lesson or the karmic lesson behind it. And when we have learned that lesson, when we have imbibed all that we need to from the lesson, and we allow that energy to leave us after thanking it, after understanding everything we need to from it, which is difficult because this is not always a pleasant or a happy energy to be in. It's usually quite triggering. But once we have learned everything we need to learn, that is when we can move forward. So this is also significant of a time that is coming to an end or has come to an end, because the other two cards that have come out are the beautiful Jupiterian, Sagittarian energy of the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups. So this is a wish fulfillment that is going to come true. Whatever has had to end has come to an ending, is coming to an ending, or will come to an ending. Time is not linear as we understand it. So wherever you fall on the spectrum, that is a time in your life that is coming to an end, and you have made certain decisions or you have taken certain action in order to push the Wheel of Fortune forward. It's interesting that it's number 10. So there has been a completion, and now there is a new beginning that is going to unfold for you. Something that you might have wished for, something that you might have wanted, something that might be the right thing for you, even though you might not be completely aware of it at this very present moment. So there are good things happening. The wheel is turning forward, whatever it is you have done, because the Wheel of Fortune is a card of action. Very, very interesting. Again, we have 0 and 10. So endings lead to new beginnings. Whatever has come to an end has come to an end, and there is a new beginning that is available to you now. So whatever it is that you have done, because in an action card you have to have taken some action. Setting intentions is only one part of the requirement of manifestation. You need to put something into action, make some change, make some decision, make some kind of a gesture in the 3D that activates the universe to push the energies out that need to be pushed out, and to activate the energies, the new ones, to take you in the direction that you want to go in. So this is definitely, very definitely, the ending of something and the beginning of something new. All right, I am going to pull an energy oracle to see if we get a little more information on what it is. All right, we have the beautiful energy of appreciation. I get Empress energy from this card as well. The Empress is Venus in Taurus. There's been a lot of astral movement with Venus. I think Mars and Venus, which are the divine counterparts, are together in, I forget whether the sign is Aquarius or what sign they're in. I know we are in Pisces season at the moment, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mars and Venus are together in Aquarius. Do let me know in the comments if that is correct. But we have the beautiful energy of appreciation. We have number 15, 5 plus 1 is 6. That's also the number of the lovers. That's also the number of choice. So you have a choice now to feel appreciation, self-appreciation. A lot of times we look for validation to our own abilities from other people, and we tend to get lost when we don't get the validation that we think we should. We tend to color our opinions of ourselves by what other people think of us. Sorry about that. But you're being asked now to turn that mirror upon yourself, to appreciate yourself and see what you bring, see the light that you bring, see the abundance that you bring. And when you start to emit that energy into the universe of self-appreciation, of self-love, of self-value, the universe will start to reflect that back to you. That is when this new beginning will happen. It's interesting that I had this deck here as well. So that is really the turnaround. That is what is turning around for you. It is the appreciation of self that is making you, that is making the changes that you need, that is taking you forward, that's pushing you into this new reality of yours. All right, let's take a look at the wisdom of the oracle and see. Whoa, okay, both? No, too many. All right, too many. We're gonna go again with this one. Sometimes when there are a lot of messages, okay, in collective reads, there are a lot of energies that try to pop out at once. Okay, we have go the distance. This is again an action card. This is a card of not giving up. This is a card of, it's almost reinforcing what you already know, that you have what it takes to make what you want happen. You don't have to rely on other people. You don't have to rely on others' opinions of you. You have what it takes. It's all sitting inside you. All you need to do is believe in yourself and wake it up. Sometimes when things aren't moving for us as quickly as we'd like, if we're looking to change jobs but nothing great is really coming our way and we feel stuck, we feel in limbo, we feel that no matter what we do, things are just not moving forward, that is this feeling of being stuck. That is this feeling of getting down on ourselves. And the lesson here is to try really hard not to, and to keep the faith and keep believing in yourself. Sounds really easy for me to sit here and say that, but each of us will have a different approach to this, will have a different circumstance that we are dealing with, but the overall message is not to give up. It is also about moving forward. Sometimes we feel that we're not moving forward at all. It's interesting that we have a checkered flag at the, which signifies the end of the race, and we have a cheetah, which is the fastest land animal, I think, unless there is something faster, but I think it's the fastest land mammal. You're still a little ways away from the finish line, but you're almost there. It's taken its toll on you because you can see it's almost like, you know, there's bits of the cheetah that have kind of come off in the difficulties, in the time that it's taken, in the effort that it's taken to reach this finish line. But don't give up. Don't give up at all. We also have number 47, which I think is 11 when we reduce it, which is a master number. 11 is the number of self-belief. 11 is the number of the universe in harmony with you. So whatever it is that you're going through, the message here is to keep going. Don't give up. It might seem like, you know, it's never ending, or it's never going to go anywhere, or you might be getting down on yourself, but try not to get down on yourself. Try to keep going. Try to still believe that there is a lot more in store. And of course, self-belief will lead to you being able to go the distance in this situation. All right, let's take a look at your spirit animals. These could be messages from your, okay, both. All right. These could be animals that you see in the wild. Not these, or just that one. All right. These could be animals that you see in the wild if you are fortunate enough to live in harmony with Gaia, and if you live in a highly urban area where there isn't much of actual animal interaction that you have, you might see images of animals in a documentary, on television, on the internet, sometimes something even as innocuous as on cushion covers or in home decor. All right, we have coyote spirit. trust in divine detours. And I touched up on this when I pulled out the Fool in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. When some things don't work out, or they don't work out the way we think they are going to work out, it is divine protection. It is spirit guiding us in a direction that's going to be more fruitful, that is going to be more aligned with us and our soul purpose, and is going to take us further, and is going to be way more lucrative and way more abundant than what we had thought for ourselves. Sometimes we have a certain idea of how we want our life to go, where we want our life to go, how we want to live, and it is just about 10% of the abundance that is available to us when spirit decides to guide us, to change tracks for us and move us in the right direction. It's also interesting that this is number 16. 6 and 1 is 7. 7 is the number of the Chariot in the major arcana, and it is again about forward movement. So you have a lot of cards which are talking about moving forward, about not feeling stuck, about not giving up. So there is a lot of hope in this read at the moment. So however you resonate with this is all about self-belief, self-worth, not giving up, and knowing that, well, the energies have also changed on an astral level. It's been a very, very intense time. It's not over yet. Things are going to continue to be intense, but things are also going to start to move forward. All right, we have 2 in the Moonology deck. Let's see what they have to say. We have You Are Good Enough, the full moon in Virgo. So lots of synchronicity in the cards, even though I am reading for a large part of the collective. You are good enough. You have everything it takes to make your dreams come true, to make what you want happen. You just have to keep believing. And while that can be very difficult, especially when we go through very, very tumultuous and difficult times, you're being asked not to give up. Again, it's the same message that's coming out in multiple different cards, multiple different decks that are being shuffled on camera. We also have meditate and contemplate. So this could also be an interesting reason why things might be at a bit of a standstill. I get Hangman energy from this. We are in Pisces season. I think we've just had the new moon in Pisces, or we will soon have a new moon in Pisces. Do let me know in the comments which one it is. I will look it up as well. And the reason for these delays, the reason for things not working out as quickly as we would like them to, could well be because you are being given the gift of time. You are being given time to understand why the blockage is there, to understand what it is you need to do in order to move forward, to understand what path it is that you are meant to take, what is more aligned with your soul path, what is more in your best interest, why is this delay happening? Sometimes when we get so caught up in questioning the why, we forget to realize that there's a reason you're being given this time out. There's a reason you're being allowed to process what is happening. Everything is a process, especially when we process loss, when we process grief, when we process frustration, anger, when we're being asked to turn the mirror of introspection upon ourselves so we can really, really look at our situation. It needs time. We need time to be able to accept certain realities. We need time to be able to reflect on certain decisions. None of that happens in a finger snap. So maybe the reason for these delays, maybe the reason things have not worked out as quickly as we would have liked them to, is because we are being given this time to actually sit with ourselves, to meditate, to contemplate, and see where it is exactly that we need to be at this moment. What do we need to know? And how do we make it happen? How do we move forward? Because while action is necessary, we need to be able to know or have an idea of the direction that we would like to go in, or the direction that Spirit wants to take us in, before we can take that definitive step. Okay, let's take a look at where in our lives we may require some kind of healing. Sometimes when we need to do some sort of healing, there are certain aspects of our lives in which the blocks have occurred. that is when we need to fix these blocks, or at least begin the process of acknowledging that there are blocks and we need to get healing. All right, interesting. We have the Temptation card. This gives me, definitely gives me Devil card energies. This is about fears. This is about, almost about looking for a quick fix. If you're frustrated, if you're tired of waiting around, if you think things aren't going to go anywhere, it's very, very tempting to take the first thing that comes your way, or to give in to something that you were previously holding out for. When we're hurting, when we're upset, when we feel wronged, we also go looking for quick fixes. Now this could be in the form of addictions, this could be in the form of toxicity, whether this is toxic relationships, toxic places, toxic behaviors, whether we go looking for comfort in people we know are wrong for us, whether we go looking for comfort, or we start clutching on temporary fixes, whether they are in the whether they manifest as alcoholism, nicotine, or even narcotics. While I am not advocating anybody do or do not indulge in these substances, that is not my place, and I am not bestowing any kind of opinion or judgment here. I am only reading the energies of the card. And moderation, making life choices, making healthy choices is something that can get impeded, especially when frustration begins to color our opinions, when we feel stuck, when we feel nothing is moving forward. Looking for quick fixes can sometimes compound the problem, can confuse and blur the energies, and can actually create blocks in our journey that makes it a lot longer than where we would have been if we hadn't succumbed to this particular temptation. Sometimes, of course, they are tests that are put in our way by spirit, just to see our level of evolution, our level of healing. So whatever it is that you might be resonating with, however you might be resonating with this, just a little awareness in terms of your next steps, awareness of what's right, what's wrong, what's good for you. What's good for you and what's right for you might not be the same for somebody else. So self-awareness is the real message that's coming out from this card. Awareness of your situation, awareness of your wants, your needs, and awareness of where this particular blockage is and what this particular temptation is in your life, and should you or should you not indulge in it. So it is all about your free will. It's also about the decision you make about this block, which frees you from feeling stuck and moves you forward. So you can see there is a direct connection. So it makes sense to meditate, contemplate, and raise your self-worth to understand whether this temptation really is in your best interest or not. All right, let's get an angel answer, because I feel that, well, okay, all of them. All right, we have 3, I think. Let's take a look at what we're getting. We have be assertive, forgiveness, and you're ready. All right, be assertive. So if you're asking for a new job, if you're asking for a raise, if you need if you find yourself in a toxic situation, whether that's a relationship, within a family, with a friendship, whatever it is, you need to stand up for yourself. Be assertive. I'm not saying raise your voice in the context of have an argument or a fight, but don't let yourself be silenced. Don't let yourself be made to feel small, to fit into somebody else's box or somebody else's opinion of you. Be assertive, be yourself, open up, speak up. I'm getting a very strong speak up energy from this card. So if there's anything you've been suppressing, if you've not said what's on your mind, or you've been afraid of saying what you really mean or what you really feel. You're being guided now to not be afraid anymore. You're the one holding the key. You're the one taking off the mask. So don't allow yourself or anybody else to cloak you or to close you off or to make you feel smaller than you actually are. We also have forgiveness. So this could be towards yourself, because when we evolve and we realize why, or that we have actually kept ourselves in a smaller box, or we have actually allowed ourselves to feel stuck, there is a natural instinct of anger, to be angry with ourselves. But you need to remember that a lot of times it was survival, and you had to be that version of yourself so you could evolve enough to see why that version of you is no longer in your best interest. So self-forgiveness, forgiving yourself, it's very easy for us to turn blame onto ourselves. But I should have known sooner, but I should have moved out sooner, or I should have left this job sooner, I should have changed cities sooner. Hindsight is always 20/20. So self-forgiveness is a big message that I get from this card for most of you. For some of you, it's also about forgiving another, somebody who has wronged you. This could be again in a relationship, this could be in a work situation, this could be in a friend circle, this could be within the family. Whatever it is, the overwhelming message is to forgive, to set yourself free from an energy that binds you, from an energy that keeps you feeling stuck. Take your time, think about it, allow your self-worth to actually manifest, and then forgive whoever or whatever needs your forgiveness, because you're ready. So if you've been doubting yourself, your ability to move forward, your ability to embrace this new beginning, your ability to go out there and make it happen, stop doubting yourself. You are ready. And that is these are direct messages from whoever you connect to in the spiritual realm, whether it's your angels, your archangels, your ancestors, any spirit guides that you have. They are talking to you directly through these cards and telling you you are ready to move forward. All right, let's take a look at the Divine Energy Oracle and see what messages are coming out for you here. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I need to go get that. That one did a bit of a backflip and landed on the floor. Just give me a second, please. Oh, I have two. All right then. Okay. All right. Okay, we have two messages. We have be open to love and do something different. Okay, so you might be contemplating a change in your life. This could be a career change, and not just a career change. This could be you changing fields completely. This could be you throwing in the towel on something that isn't working in your career and pursuing a passion project and actually turning that into your work, for lack of a better explanation. This is about doing something different. This is about if you feel that what you are thinking of doing, planning to do, is a little left of center, it's not going to resonate with everybody, don't be afraid. What works for you might not work for anyone else, and putting yourself into a mold to please others, living your life in a way that makes them comfortable, makes you tamp down your own authenticity. So you're being asked to make a change here, however that resonates with you. You could be considering dating somebody who is really not your type. So if that is how you resonate with this, I think your second message really will resonate, because that is be open to love. Now this is be open to self-love and self-worth. This is about raising your vibration, because love is the highest vibration that we can embody. And when we are open to love, when we are vulnerable enough to admit our so-called flaws, because we all have them, we're all human, when we are open to a love that is respectful, a love that is healthy, a love that has equal give and take, when we are open to that, when we open ourselves to that, and we close the door on toxicity, on quick fixes, on actually something that we know isn't healthy for us, but we're going to indulge in it anyway, when we close the door on all of that and we're open to a real respectful love which comes from us valuing ourselves, any kind of partnership that we wish to have, which is of a healthy, respectful nature, starts with a healthy respect for ourselves. When we appreciate ourselves, when we raise our self-worth, is when we open ourselves up to allowing that energy to come towards us. And it doesn't just limit itself to a relationship of a romantic nature. This could be the right job coming towards you, the right workspace coming towards you, the right friends coming towards you, the right people coming towards you. It's all about drawing in that energy and watching those manifestations come your way. Okay, let's take a look at your divine abundance cards. What does divine wish you to know in forms of abundance? All right, we have divine source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. And I just like to point out here that source is any energy that you bow down before, that you consider holy. This could be in the form of organized religion, this could be spirit, this could be source, this could be God. Any manifestation of this energy that you believe in is talking to you now. You're being asked to surrender all your worries, all your fears, all your limitations, all your self-limiting philosophies, surrender all your insecurities, all your frustrations. Know that there is a divine plan, there is divine will, and it is always on your side. It is working in your favor. Things that haven't worked out, it was meant to not happen so that you could open the door for something that was more towards your ascension, more in line with your spiritual self. So just I get the energy of belief from this card. I get the energy of faith, and it can be hard. It can be very hard to keep the faith or to have faith in yourself, in your situation, and in something that's a lot greater and bigger than all of us together. But you're being asked now to have that faith, to keep that faith. Okay, I am going to take a look at your chakra cards. We have two from what I can see. We have listening and we have inspiration. We have master number 11 again, and we have 6 again. All right, so we have throat chakra and sacral chakra. I'm going to start with inspiration, with the sacral chakra. There are a lot of sacral healing, a lot of sacral chakra clearances that are happening on an energetic level. You might have felt uninspired, you might have felt stuck, you might have felt that nothing is going your way, you might have felt that you were not good enough, you were not smart enough to make things happen, not driven enough. You might have felt a lack of motivation. You're being asked to focus on your sacral chakra. Why are you feeling this way? What are you storing? A lot of our trauma, a lot of our childhood trauma is stored in the sacral chakra as well. Is there anything that is holding you back? This is also the card of shadow work. There's always a darkness that we have to go through before the sun can break through, before the light can break through, before there is a brand new dawn. And it is really this that is ending and the new dawn that is coming. So it is really the darkness, the dark night that is ending, so the brand new sunrise can happen. So you're being asked now to actually look at your past. You're being asked to look at your sacral chakra, you're being asked to pay attention to what is happening. Are there any childhood philosophies? Is there any childhood narrative that you were fed? Like sometimes when we feel that we're not good enough at a particular thing, or overall, a lot of times that is not a narrative that is our own, but has been told to us so often when we were developing that we have made it into our identity. And you might actually be being asked to identify what is your voice and what is the voices that have been fed to you. So it's interesting that it's come out as inspiration and you're being inspired. The universe is also guiding you. You have number 11 again, so that's what spirit is telling you, that it's okay to feel this way, it's okay to take this journey, it's okay to go through questioning yourself, questioning all these situations, so that you can make that breakthrough that you need. We also have the throat chakra, and the throat chakra is in the energy of listening. While I did get a very strong speak up energy from your angel answers cards, the throat chakra is the is the chakra of truth. And when we speak the truth, we also have to listen for the truth. And listening to your own truth, listening to your authenticity, listening to your authentic self and what your authentic self has to say is essential in being able to express yourself in an authentic manner. So you're being asked to listen without prejudice at the moment to your own voice. Block out all external opinions, external factors, and focus on your intuition, focus on your internal voice, focus on what your higher self and what spirit is trying to say to you, in order for you to be able to move forward, in order for you to be able to remove any kind of blocks that you might be facing, and actually come out of the darkness of being stuck in this energy so that you can move forward. All right, I'm going to get a few, or how many ever I get. Okay, is that it? Okay, these are messages from heaven. So these are again messages from your spirit guides, from your spirit family, from anyone you connect to in the spirit realm. This could be a loved one who has passed on and wishes to give you a message. All right. Be creative. Look for ways to build, grow, and manifest. Now, manifestation, like I spoke about before, comes from meditation, from contemplation, from making a decision, making a move. We also have do something different. So, growth and manifestation do not come when we are in our comfort zone. So if you're being pushed out of your comfort zone, if you are being pushed to do something new, to take a new path, to explore a new opportunity, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to go ahead without fear and to ask for guidance. We have talked to us. We are still listening. So if you've lost your way, if you've lost a little bit of faith, and we all go through that, we all go through a crisis of faith, we all go through difficulties, we all go through periods where we don't want to have anything to do with anything. We're kind of caught in our own little bubble of misery, we're caught in our own little bubble of low vibrational energy, and it is only through traversing that energy can we come back into a higher vibration. So talk to your spirit guides, talk to your ancestors, talk to divine, talk to the divine source, talk to whatever you consider holy, because they are listening. You are being heard. You have not been left to do this on your own. You are being guided every step of the way, especially when things are difficult. And we have never forget you are loved. Love never dies. And I did mention that love was one of the highest vibrations that we can be in, and that is not just interpersonal love, that is love on a universal scale. So never forget you are lovely. Do not devalue yourself. Thank you. Understand your self-worth. Stand tall. Be open to love. Understand that you are worth so much more than you might be giving yourself credit for. You are not your circumstance. Your circumstances change, but having your self-worth stay strong throughout the difficult times is really what will call in the energy that you want for the good times. That is pretty much how energy works. It's about keeping your vibration high, keeping your faith high, and believing in yourself as you go through difficulties. All right, I'm going to get some messages for those in a deep soul connection. If you are connecting with a twin flame or a soulmate or any energy that that is part of the deep soul connections, these are certain messages that you might want to send, your counterpart might want to send to you, especially if you are in separation. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. All right. We have a lot of them. Okay. All right. Let's start with this. I tried cutting my cords with you, but it didn't happen. So whoever it is that you are thinking of, that you are connecting to with this message, they've tried their hardest to ghost you, maybe to stay out of your life, to move on from you. But as with all deep soul connections, with twin flame connections as well, no matter how implausible your 3D reality is, the two of you are connected universally. You're connected astrally, you're connected energetically. So whatever your counterpart is saying to you, or you may be saying to them, take it as it resonates. It'll be different for each of you. They've tried cutting cords, or you've tried cutting cords, but you've had to surrender to the knowledge and to the acceptance that that's not going to happen. You are always going to be connected. I can't stop thinking about you. This is what might be keeping them up at night. Might be what is keeping you up at night. Deep soul connections come with karmic lessons, sometimes difficult, painful karmic lessons that are necessary and need to be learnt. So in the separation, it can be very, very, very triggering, very difficult. However, the fact that both of you are energetically connected, it means they are on your mind and you are on theirs. You are my soulmate. So for any of y'all who were questioning this connection, it is divinely guided, it is divinely led. It is a connection that goes beyond our understanding of connections and relationships in the 3D. The person you are connecting to through this message is your soulmate. However, the lessons that need to be learned in isolation and separation do not change. They are essential for both of you to raise your vibration enough so that you vibrate on the same vibration, so that you may come together and have union. How do I move forward? And this really is the question that you might be asking of your counterpart. Your counterpart may be asking of you. Sometimes it takes a situation that has nothing to do with your divine connection to break the energy stagnation that you might be in or that you might be feeling. And it is that one energetic push that also triggers your counterpart and opens the door to a more seamless connection between the two of you. So if you are waiting on a new job, if you are changing cities, it might seem like that has nothing to do with your divine counterpart. However, it is in taking that decision, making that move, moving forward, that you will receive some kind of communication, some kind of movement forward within this connection as well. Okay, so lots of messages came out, lots of synchronicity. I am going to close this reading with a Celtic blessing. Do let me know in the comments how these resonated. Did one resonate for you? Did more than one resonate for you? And yeah, I would love to hear from you. All right, let's look at these. Okay, we have two. We have a blessing to lift sadness. So this is the sadness that you might be experiencing. This is a blessing to actually bring you out of this energy, to let you know that you are being guided, you are being protected, you are being helped along the way. You haven't been left alone in this situation. We have a moth here, which is also very interesting, because moths and butterflies do symbolize transformation, and sometimes the moth symbolizes the dark night of the soul. So it is the transformational energy of the difficulties that you are going through which is going to bring you into the light, and we saw that with the Sacral Chakra healing card as well. So you are being guided. There is going to be a resolution to this sadness, and it could be about having a much needed conversation. This could be the communication that you need. This is the speak up card. This is another reminder for you to be assertive, to believe in yourself, to establish your self-worth within yourself and reflect that energy out so that others can actually meet you on that level. So it is a blessing for the right words. So whether you need to have a conversation with somebody, whether you need to sit down and have a conversation with yourself, whether it is time to face certain realities, to accept certain truths, make certain changes, let go of certain philosophies or narratives that are in your head. This is a blessing for you to find the right words. It's very interesting that this is number 26. I hope you can see it, which is 8 and the number of the strength card. So you're being told that you have what it takes. You have what it takes to traverse this journey, to come through on the other side. Yes, there will be some amount of scars, but it is really the scars that we learn from. It allows us to let go of what doesn't work for us and serves as a reminder never to, once we have evolved, never to go back to an energy that doesn't serve us. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave it there. Please do let me know how this resonated. Because of the amount of messages that came out, I would love to know how this worked for each one of y'all. Thank you for being here. Do like, share and subscribe if you like this video. I will be posting again soon, possibly not in 2 weeks, maybe in 10 or 15 days, or maybe in a week. Let's see. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.